That what happened?
Yep, that's all I want. Missionary doggy style. Man, that's it. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Missionary doggy style and some spoon. That's it. Yeah, the rest of that shit they can have it. Yep. Great sex ain't as pleasing no more. Let a girl lick his gooch. Man, I didn't even know what a gooch was till I started doing 20 versus 1. And I said, well, man, why would anybody want to go up under there? Yeah. And what make a nigga be still long enough to let her do it? I'm gonna be jumping. Hey, this shit now. Yeah, that's why you don't supposed to have freaky sex. You not use it. You promise you won't use it. Oh, promise you the motherfucker. He always had this shit on his phone. Man, nigga, listen, hold on. So I'm walking around this motherfucker with one eye. What if a stumble I can hit him out? Especially on the opposite side. On no protection. On the opposite side. He fucked. If they blind,
So when did not blessing? When did Trump back down?
I thought I just said it then that he backed down for the rest of the countries recently. Because the market was crashing over the last week.
Oh, the market.
Yeah, they've been like red for the last week.
So the market was talking to him, but he said initially that you don't listen to the market, but the market does what it does. Like it'll go to normal.
I think after that though, some people, like the banks things are complaining. Some of his financial.
But yeah, I hear something like it's falling out already with Elon Musk.
Yeah, they'll follow that. I think Elon Musk he's got until June next year, his contracts.
June next year.
Yeah, so
he'll be sacked before that.
That's what they're thinking. But
what he's thinking. He's going to be the first person to be sacked there, or maybe not the first person. Because Trump usually very fast. Yeah. He must have sacked a few people already.
Well, yeah, they're saying there's some.
So how did he call the economical advisor to Trump? Did he call him like he said a word that in French is quite a bad word.
Wasn't it?
He qualified one of the guys from the Trump government as some idiot or something similar to that. Say, how can you possibly say that you're in this government and you come in public and make such statement? Trump will stop you.
Yeah, you've been arguing with somebody, yeah, you've been arguing with people in the Trump administration. Yeah, I don't know. Because a lot of them think, it's because there was an election in one of the states for a senator. And
there are elections right now
for judges and senators in the Supreme Court. They're voting on those. And then one of the Republicans, Elon Musk funded a lot of it, and he was there at the campaigns, but because he was there, a lot of people don't want to vote because of Elon. So that's why they're worried about him in the Trump administration. Like he's gonna damage their optics even more. But because he's paying a lot of money to be there, and they keep him for that. I think he's the most ever donate to an elected candidate was for Elon Musk, like 68 million or something.
So that happened. China is very clever anyway.
Yeah.
So whatever America put in there, they want to play a chess game with China. China is gonna beat them.
For now, yeah.
Some, some stuff. Like for example, there will be some hair here that China will manufacture and ship it to a third location. Then
Oh,
from there, send it over here as if it was made in that location.
Oh yeah.
That they've been doing that for a long time. They do it for expression hair that they use to braiding. When you read the box inside, it's a Chinese newspaper that you find. So how come? And it says made in Senegal, made in Nigeria. Because those guys have like reduced the taxes on African countries to help them. China will overflow the market and pretend the goods are coming from there. Hello. Hello. One second.
Wow. Fine. You can. Leave it. When you call, you must sign it so you can do the talk, okay? You must start coughing. Sit down. You can call. Seven. You know this shop is very, very cold.
We saw Bilton's
What?
chili bites.
Okay.
That's interesting. She doesn't know what that is, she?
No.
Doesn't seem to know.
No.
Dry meat. Spicy dry meat.
You see, I've had the bread.
What's that?
I've had it.
Oh, okay. So you had an agreement finally. Not exactly. Did you cut him during his sleep? Not exactly. Did you promise him something that you're not gonna deliver?
I made a promise or something.
No.
I
No.
did. I did.
You didn't.
I did. I gave you tablets. You remember? We were being a friend that day. Good friend. Yes.
So have you completely lost your daughter now? I've not seen her shopping here for time now.
She's sleeping. She was working.
University?
She's sleeping. She was working yesterday. No, she starts in uni in September. She was working yesterday. She's supposed to come today. No.
Mommy, do you have a pen?
No, it's going to depend on your attitude.
No.
You can start
I know it
with
wasn't going to succeed because a lot of people said that he's pushing the rest of the world into the hands of China.
Oh yeah.
Right. He's making China find himself in the same group of most European countries,
Oh,
which is, well, we're going to fight some,
yes.
tariffs together. And that's a very bad alliance, or a very bad kind of set up for, yeah.
yeah.
Anyone who has a bit of clarity in mind would have known that that would not last.
I know they don't like China even more because you know the fentanyl.
Yeah.
But it's just a lot of it in America now. It comes. It's lab made from China. So the Chinese labs have been making deals with the Mexican cartels as well. That's another reason why they don't like China as much.
Okay.
There's all of the streets of America now, so much of it. So they're going to be funding the cartels.
These kind of things had happened before in the past.
Yeah.
Some of the Western countries, they made it. I think if it's happening, if you go and check the history, America did it to China.
Yeah.
Back in the days, like long time ago, maybe 100 years, 200 years ago, they did it to China, so they overflooded the Chinese market with drugs.
Heroin.
Yeah. And this is the origin of the kind of criminalization
Where's the pen right
of
now?
drugs. Really, it started mainly there, I think, in China, where they're clamping down on it. So they're just getting. It's just like a payback.
Yeah.
A payback time. The Chinese, they're very clever. They'll find a way. There's no way you can. What's happened is that America let them. Well, the Chinese are doing things. They do it in secret, almost like they do it so that you can't even spot it happening. You just see that someone building a house and you see you barely see the foundation, but boom, the house is done.
Because they say a lot of the students were secretly embedded by the Chinese government. You know, like, all the exchange students. A lot of them.
Oh, they always have a. And here's the thing. So the Chinese used to send a lot of students over here, and they still do. And sometimes you wonder why. A lot of these students, they'll come in here and they'll go back.
You know, get their degrees.
They get a degree and they go back. They're not coming to stay here. And I used to think, well, China don't need to do that. They don't need to send students here. They have good university. Oh no, those students will come and spy on the system, the technology, and all the other stuff. But that's just conventional. That's just conventional spying tactics.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
joints.
Yeah, just anyway, you get older, the joints just they start getting small, like
Sure.
yeah, shorter and smaller.
What helps?
Um,
Exercise.
yeah, just keep it moving. It's more like simple, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, joints. Also not
Pain
overloading
coaching.
as well.
What do you mean by overloading?
Like so, like
You
don't
have
do,
to stop carrying your body.
no, as in like when you do exercise, don't do too much.
Okay.
Like so, you like
Which particular exercise helps? Is it cycling
Uh,
helpful?
yeah, something that's not too hard. It doesn't. They say like cycling, swimming, because like running is like really hard on the joints. Cycling, like low impact. Also, like I think when you get protein and calcium, keep
Mm-hmm.
it strong as well. Keep it strong. That helps. So it tends to go down as well.
It tends to.
Of the bones, as you get older, it just goes down. So it's
What?
easy to break.
It's easy to break.
Yeah, when it's left dense, when the bones are left dense. Yeah.
Wow, God. I want to write a book with this. My metabolism is kind of seem to be getting more fat belly and stuff. So eating more or less the same shit. So I don't know why. It's, yeah, the metabolism slows down, but damn, eat like this, I'm gonna end up with a bare bowel very quick in no time. Yeah, that's big. Need to find a way. So one person said on social media says the one mistake we all did is wanting to become adult very quick.
Yeah.
There's basically no advantages in doing that. But very little did you know that will mean your life will get 10 times harder.
Yeah, something like this to that. You want to move out, so I said, just enjoy it while you're like, not paying bills, and things like that. You're going to work every day, yeah, it's not fun.
Who's going to work?
Like Anderson, he works for the, you still going to college, but although sometimes you work for a friend, doing like handyman work.
Okay. And he wants to move out?
No, yeah, he wants to get a proper job, a full-time job, then yeah, he wants to move out eventually.
And you're telling him to milk the system first?
Yeah, so then enjoy not paying rent, save up your money. Because yeah, after a while, there'll be no free time left. Especially if you move out, you're going to go to your bills.
And the rest of it.
Yeah. It's not cheap.
I mean, like, we don't tend to do it really well. Asian people will not move out
Oh, no. Yes,
until they buy a house.
And even when they buy a house, they'll move, everyone will live together.
Yeah. So they'll save all that money that you're spending here on rent. It's not,
And then they help each other get mortgages as well.
yeah, they put money together.
Yeah, I used to work for the guy, he was 20, and he had a house. He didn't live there, he just rented it out. He was still living with his parents.
There's a mirror.
he went to the airport and then he would go work as a bouncer at night.
Yeah.
Straight after the airport. And I said, why do you work so much?
50% job.
Yeah. So then he said he wanted to help buy another house to rent out. Him and his brothers.
What's that? Food.
But did you use like a razor to shave here?
Yeah.
You seem to be getting some problems here. You have to stop.
No, I
It doesn't
use
work.
Yeah, no, I don't use it. I've got a clippers now. I didn't use a razor. That's the time before.
Because the damages that it caused there,
Yeah.
in that 5 minutes of madness, it leaves like long lasting consequences that are hard to fix.
Now I've got small clippers.
So how is Mr. Tesla going to sell his cars?
I don't know. Can I stop?
So those cars will now become out of reach. If they were expensive before, now they will get 10 times more expensive. You have to just come like that.
It's because of the competition as well. Because now the Chinese EVs are half the price, longer range. That's the problem as well.
Longer range what? Cars?
As in they can travel further with the battery capacity.
Well, the Chinese car?
Yeah, the Chinese cars, yeah. And they've got a cheaper, because Elon Musk has been promising that Roadster, the sports car, for years.
Mm-hmm.
So the BYD, they brought out one, they brought out a Roadster, like a faster car, sports car. And it's a lot cheaper than a Tesla. Or the Tesla also would have been, it's a lot cheaper. So, and it travels further.
So if someone said if Trump is serious, let him have the iPhone manufactured in the US for start.
I think it costs too much.
They'll cost more than double of what.
Yeah, Apple won't agree to that.
Huh?
Apple, I think a lot of the companies now they wouldn't agree to it because the labor cost is a lot higher unless you have to hire.
But that's the logic behind
Yeah.
Trump's stuff. He wants to bring the stuff back home, like manufacturing back home.
But I think the only thing you can,
What a step backwards.
I think the only thing maybe is textiles manufacturing, something like that. You could bring. But even then, they're not going to hire people. Like,
You
all
don't
it's gonna
hire people to make garments. Those garments are going to be very expensive.
Even if they brought factories to the US, it's all going to be automated anyway. That's how they're going to cut costs by making machines. Yeah. So they're not going to bring any jobs back to America.
You know, he's not made those machines yet. So he's announced the thing
Yeah.
before the measures
machines,
that will go with it.
But, even if they say we'll give you like the company's tax, I don't think it will. It won't be worth it. Especially for Apple. Probably it cost Apple like £60 to make. China.
What, to make the iPhone?
Yeah, it doesn't cost much to make the iPhone.
Yeah, so they managed to rip people off for years. And they're already fighting the Chinese. The Chinese, they have better phones than iPhones.
Yeah.
Some better phones than iPhone. The American will stop from being sold.
Well, they stopped the Huawei, didn't they? They no longer use like Google Play Store on Huawei.
Did you see the back at all?
What's that?
You want to show you the back there? See 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
Do it.
Thank you. I was like about to take a
Yes.
Take your time because I can't really. Witches. There's witches. Oh yeah, I like you.
Oh, you paying card or cash?
card.
Thank you. The card is